Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first ever Bratz haul video. But before we proceed, please don't forget to click like, subscribe and leave a comment, and let's jump right into the video. This is sort of a rabbit hole that I got myself into because I really wanted one doll and I couldn't find it boxed, so I was like, fine, I'm gonna find it from somebody who doesn't want it anymore. And then the seller offered me other dolls, and therefore I ended up with a bunch of loose dolls in my house. And this then started to develop desires to customize and to work on the outfits. I did graduate in fashion design, so potentially I could do it. I haven't touched a sewing machine in like over 10 years. And so I got a little bit of things. I got sort of into this vibe of collecting and looking at different series that I missed because I was not actively even looking at Bratz at the moment in time when those dolls were released. But this precise one I do remember, and I do remember I was like, wow, it's so cool that Bratz went there. And this would be Bratz Genie Magic that was released in 2006. I saw a listing on Vinted and I sent an offer to the seller because I thought their listing was a little bit high in price, and the description did say that they are open to offers. And the seller replied that yes, they can do either my offer or they can do even bigger offer if I order at least 4 dolls. It led to me into opening their profile and I was like, oh, they have a lot, or they had a lot. I don't think they have it anymore. Anyway, so the first 4 dolls I will show you come all from one seller, and I got a very good price on them. And let's start with Yasmin Genie Magic. By the way, most of the dolls in this haul are Yasmin because Yasmin is my favorite Bratz character. She only comes with this version of the outfit. She has 2 outfits, and I believe this belt, I mean, it can be used on both outfits, but I'm happy that at least the belt is here because it was such an iconic item. Her hair are completely gone because she had a different sort of hairstyle, similar with like up part, but then she had braids as well in the hair, and she's in a very good condition, I would say. She does need a bath, and the outfit is not my favorite. Maybe I would try to recreate additional pieces that she's missing for this outfit. And I cannot wait to repaint the shoes because the shoes struggle the most. Like, they're scratched, they're dents on them, they really need a refresh and potentially a change of color. I'm not sure I really like this color at all. I feel like metallic shoes would be great here, like golden shoes, for example, just to give this sort of magic genie vibe overall. I love the makeup they did on this Yasmin a lot. I love the combination. It's 3 of my favorite colors all together on one face: green, purple and pink. So that's like a win-win for me. And I like the hair. I like the different colors. Well, the 2 colors they used here. There's a lot of hair to work with. I cannot wait to clean this doll so I could potentially even understand what to do. Ideally, I would like to recreate the original hairstyle that she had. Another important thing is that she has those designs on her skin, and it's very rare that you would find a used doll that had all the designs in place, and she has them, so I'm very happy. And not to forget the second iconic outfit, this doll actually came with 1 additional shoe. I don't know what I'm gonna do with 1 shoe. Maybe one day I will Genie magically find the second shoe somewhere from someone so I can have 2 of them. Like, I don't know, it just feels so weird to have this as your order, but that's where I ended up here. Last part I want to mention, this doll is from 2006, right? And it's 2026 now. This doll is 20 years old, and she looks quite good for being 20 years old in my opinion, because she was played with, it seems, because some, like, her hand is loose, her head is quite loose in my opinion, but overall very good condition. I don't know why I'm so into Genie Yasmin. I know there was like a movie, Genie Magic, there was like a playset, but it's just this doll that I remembered so vividly, like throughout these years, that I really wanted her precisely, and I'm very happy that I got her. Anyways, let's move on to the next doll. The second doll is actually the oldest doll that I will be showing in this video, and this is Yasmin from 2002. and it's from Funk and Glow series. You can definitely see that this is the oldest doll. She, like, her face is quite muted at this point, and it might be the makeup, I'm not sure. She's like full of glitter on her body and on her lips. I'm not sure if she comes like this or her previous owners did it to her. What was really exciting to me personally about her, and why I chose her from all the list of the things that they had, is first of all, she has a full outfit, but she also has another top, a skirt, a mini skirt, and a matching to the skirt jacket. Therefore, she comes with one pair of shoes, which are not in best condition, and I'm not sure about the colors of the shoes, and two full outfits that are her outfits. So this was a big yes for me when I was choosing, you know. I would say the face screening is perfect. I do not buy dolls which I would have to like change the face paint a little bit. I am terrified of idea of that for the moment. We'll see in future. Also here, her in a second outfit so you can see her better. She has holes in her ears for earrings potentially, but there's no earrings and no other jewelry came with her. The only thing I might attempt to repaint is she's missing some nail polish on some of the fingers, so maybe that's one thing I could potentially restore. The next one is also Yasmin, but this Yasmin is from 2008 and the collection was called the Fashion Show Swimwear collection. I really liked the hair length and the makeup. That's why I decided that I will pick her up. I love the face screening because it's still all intact and she looks great, honestly. She is potentially a very good doll to restyle into something else. The quality of the doll, if I can show you her legs, they just like move by themselves. But at least they both there, and she has her original shoes, and the shoes are in a very good state, I would say, even though the color is slightly mismatching from the legs. She even came with a bracelet on her hand. She does have some marks on the face, but I'm pretty sure those marks will just go away once I wash her. And now for the outfit, I'm not sure I love this outfit at all. Like, if I had to start over with some doll and just reimagine my own outfit, she would be the first one to get it, because she has such nice shoes with so many details, and then her outfit, I don't know, I don't like it. I might restore it and that will be it, but I might also do something new. I feel like the makeup is beautiful, and she also has brown eyes but with like purple in them, which is quite new. She so far had green eyes, brown eyes, and now brown and purple. So far, it's the latest doll I have, even though she is 18 years old. And the last Yasmin doll I have is this Yasmin with all this hair. And this is Yasmin also from 2008 from Wintertime collection. I'll be honest, when I originally saw her, I was really curious what I would be able to do with the hair once I have my hands on her. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that this dress is part of it, or maybe it is. I couldn't find many pictures of this doll. If by any chance you have this doll, please leave me a comment and your advice. I would really appreciate it, honestly, because I'm struggling, because I really like her in this dress. I feel like she looks good. And the shoes actually is a gift from the seller, because she came with different shoes. She came with her winter, like moon boots. And I asked seller if they can put anything else just so I can have like a complete outfit with the dress. And they gave me these white boots, which I am planning to customize. If I am just to wash the doll, fix the hair, and keep the dress, I might actually just color the shoes a little bit and do a little DIY project so they fit better. Maybe do them silver. I do have a very similar fabric at home that is not this micro sparkle, but it's more like black with red sparkles. And I feel like it could work as well, might not have the wintry feel of this collection. I also love that the shoes are completely white with just like black heel. There's so many options for customization since it's just white canvas. So that's one of the first projects I'm really looking forward to do. And the reason I feel like she didn't come with this dress is this that was also included. And it looks like it maybe were some sort of leggings that she had. This is destroyed, but I sorry, it just looks so bad. But one day I'm planning to put them on and I will most probably use them as a pattern. Then her original boots that she came with, they're in very good condition. I really like them. It's just that this collection overall, the wintertime collection, is very weird because it's very glamorous. Like originally she had the coat, she had the boots, and she looked all like glam, you know, like full glam. The makeup is glam, long hair, and then she had the ski outfit to go with it. So it's like I couldn't figure out how is it connected one to another. But yes, she does have this, the goggles as well that she originally came with, and also snowboard. So we got some things going on for her. I am terrified to make a full bodysuit, like ski suit for a doll, but if I find a good fabric, like sort of thin enough but nice enough that will not deteriorate over time, I might actually attempt it. I completely forgot to mention that one of these dolls came with the brush, and I believe this is the original color shade, so I'm super excited to have it because I only have 4 Bratz brushes. Of course, I'm not using them to brush dolls' hair, but I don't have the shade, so I'm very excited because that's the brush that I remember. And well, now that we are done with what actually inspired this video, let's move on to the next category. Next item I ended up getting 2 of. I really wanted one, and I shared this information with my friend, and he said that he also wants one. And here they are. I can't believe they're so big. Look at how pale I am versus them. That's crazy. This is like a reality check right now. Anyways, this is Yasmins from very first edition of Funky Fashion Makeover styling heads. Both of them are in very good condition. I wouldn't say this is a rare item. I find them like in very bad condition to very good condition in like a variety of price ranges. I am sort of on the lower end when I was looking for them for the price. I believe a lot of them were produced and people were using them even to learn to try different hairstyles, so not just as toys but also like people who maybe were looking to build a career in hairdressing were purchasing the styling heads. I will definitely wash her, maybe we'll make a video about it. I will wash the hair and I will restyle the hair. I don't know if I will make it curly, like what is the style I'm going for yet. But we'll see. And honestly, it's such a cool product and I would love to have 4 of them, like the core 4, since this is the very first edition. I just cannot find anybody else except for Sasha and Yasmin. So I don't know, where is everybody? I need all the rest of them immediately. And I think it's also worth mentioning that this precise collection came out in 2002, same as the Yasmin Funk and Glow that I showed you. So it's basically a tie between Yasmin Funk and Glow and Funky Fashion Makeover line. It's just that this is not a full-size doll. Like to me, this is a separate object. It was maybe just like kept on a shelf and was never really played with, versus the dolls. I for some reason feel like the dolls from early 2000s were heavily played with. Can you imagine? 24 years old items. And we already spoke about this next doll, but I also found her in the second outfit and with the hair that resembles how it was packed originally. This is sort of how I would like to keep dolls, sort of in the original way, but 2 outfits actually confuse me. So now I have 2 and I'm actually very happy to have 2. I told you this was the doll I was like really looking forward to get. Having 2 since she had 2 outfits is perfect for me because I don't have to put anything in the storage. What I think will happen is this green belt will travel on top of this outfit and I will figure out what to do with this outfit later on. Back to this second Genie, she came perfect in my opinion, even the hair, and now I have 3 of these shoes. Oh my gosh, you know what I just thought about? Or maybe you don't remember, but there is this picture of when they were released, of Rihanna standing with Yasmin Genie in her hands like this. Like she has one Yasmin Genie and another one. And that's how I feel like. If you ask me if potentially I found this version first, would have I bought the second one, the answer would be yes. Just the idea of them being together on a shelf in their 2 outfits is really like a job done for me. It's just the way my brain works. So even the Funk and Glow Yasmin, I will be looking for one second hand. I don't care what kind of outfit she has on, as long as she has the correct shoes, I will be happy. But it has to be done. I just cannot imagine having the second outfit just laying there. I don't know why. The next items are actually two, and it's Twiins, the very first edition of Twiins, Roxxi and Phoebe. And here they are, and they were released in 2004, and they were never reproduced, which is very confusing to me. I would think in the reproduction cycle of Bratz, these dolls would be there for sure, because this is very iconic. Unfortunately, they only came as they are. There are some additional pieces, but there are no matching tops. They are in mismatched tops instead, but they are in a very, very good condition, which I'm very happy about. Considering these dolls are 22 years old, somebody took a very good care of them, and I am gonna continue this journey with them, and I will clean them up and just place them. I am thinking to make matching tops similar to this iconic stripy one, but I don't think I can find a similar fabric. Plus, it does look good on camera, but actually IRL it's quite dirty and lost a lot of color, like the black is not blacking anymore. But potentially I would like to have them in these tops rather than mismatched, but I'm just happy to have them, honestly. I feel like for any Bratz collector this is a very important pair of those to have. They did come with some additional pieces, and the additional pieces is where it's at. They have their like original toys that their Bratzes are inspired by, the angel one and the evil one, and the bags really show a lot of wear, so does the flocked figures. Can you imagine, 22 years ago they already had back charms. Roxxi's faux leather jacket is also present. I don't know what to do because it did change over time, like you can see that the quality is gone in it, but I'm very unsure I will be able to create something like this. It's so small with so many details, and you can see in the back the fabric is basically like falling apart. It would be a very cool project though to try to remake it, but like where do I find the zip pieces? Maybe I'll just use it from here, but then I wouldn't want to destroy this jacket. I would want to keep it. Also, they came with the glasses, well, sunglasses, but I already lost a second one in this room, so if I find it I will put a note on the video. Unfortunately I cannot film a close-up of them, but sunglasses with the dolls is another thing that really triggers me, because I will lose them if I don't put them away, if I don't want the dolls to wear them. And it's really triggering to me. And the last thing, they came with this tiny little package, which I'm not even gonna open and show you close up, but this is their makeup palettes, and there's also like a plastic brush in there. This is so adorable. The next doll I have is Kiana from the second core Reproduction series. So this is the most recent doll, and it's from 2022, so she's only 4 years old. And she actually came sort of as a freebie with another doll that I bought from the seller. She was just sort of tagging along with the order. The listing was for one doll, and then they said, but plus there's also this doll. And she also came with like additional bag with all of your outfits. The seller did note though that they are missing her hat. Unfortunately, I feel like the hat would really make this outfit pop much better. And I'm not sure that I'm actually able to do the hat, so she will be without the hat. And from this whole haul, she will be the first one on my shelf, because I mean, there's nothing to do to her. She is perfect. I might change her outfit to not have the mini skirt but to have the pants, we'll see. I really like the boots that she has on. And the doll that is being reproduced here is actually Kiana from 2005 from Wild Wild West collection. Yeah, so she comes with a pair of pants, very cool pants actually, another set of shoes, very cute, a purse, apparently a fabric purse. I don't know what I feel about fabric purses, that's another conversation to have. I just showed you how the purses look of Phoebe and Roxxi, the fabric ones. Over time they just get destroyed, which cannot really happen to plastic ones. I just wish maybe the plastic ones had a little bit more painting job on them. Other than that, I'm really okay with the plastic bags that Bratz currently have versus these half destroyed bags, the fabric ones from years ago. I see sometimes listing like a lot of bags of Bratz, so I open it because I'm curious to see what they have, and I'm just like, that's junk at this point. And then there's a tiny denim vest, and I don't know what this is. Is it a belt? And the last item, I promise this video is very chaotic because I came without any sort of plan. It's just that I received this item that I'm about to show you, and it blows my mind that I have it. I cannot believe that I have it. This is the reason why I'm shooting today, but the first Genie Yasmin was the reason that this video exists, because it opened the doors for me to open second-hand Bratz dolls. Okay, I hope you're ready. Let me grab it, because this is it. Yes, that's the condition it came in, okay? But this is very first edition Big Bratz. And originally it was only Yasmin who was released, and OMG, right? She's 24 inches tall, 61 centimeter, and I just can't deal. She was never taken out of the box, like she is sewn into this box. I don't know what happened with the packaging. I'm gonna assume it was water damage, that they cut out whatever was still available. And I don't know if later Big Bratz had it, but she comes with certificate of authenticity. The production number is 10,815 out of 250,000 produced. And there were two versions. There was a version with a hat and without the hat. Mine obviously came with the hat, which is sewn onto her head. And obviously I cannot keep her like this. If she was in the box, I would be hesitant to unbox her, but since she came in destroyed box, I guess I would have to unbox her eventually. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to click like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!